Truly, there's no place like home. It's actually when you are far from home or something happened in another country, that is when you can actually appreciate where you are from. As it stands so right now, the Super Eagles are finally back. And guys, these people are just so happy to actually set their foot back in Nigeria. Just take a look at this video of them celebrating at the airport. Guys, you have to stay tuned though, so you can see the full video of everything that really happened, because this is not the only video I actually brought for you all. But before we proceed to that, I would like you all to first of all hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification. As it stands so right now, NFF have really come out to explain everything that really happened in Libya. In the post they made across their Twitter account, they actually dropped 20 points of a 20-hour ordeal on Libyan soil. They first started saying the chartered valued aircraft departed from Victor Atta International Airport, Uyo, at 11:55 hour on Sunday, that was on 13th October, and landed at Aminu Kano International Airport in Kano at 13:10 hours for the completion of immigration formalities and for the aircraft to refuel. The aircraft took off from Kano at 15:18 hours for the 3-hour and 35-minute flight to Benghazi, Libya, expecting to return a few minutes before 8 p.m. Libya time. Just as he was about to commence his initial approach into Benghazi, the captain or pilot was instructed by the control tower that he could not land in Benghazi despite having all the required landing papers and having completed all formalities before leaving Uyo and later Kano, but should proceed to the Al Abraq International Airport, even though the airport lacked the control navigation for landing at such hours. He complained that he was short on fuel, but his words fell on deaf ears as he was told in stern manner that the directive was from higher authorities. On landing at the Al Abraq International Airport in the small town of Librag at 19:50 hours, it was clear that the airport was not a well-utilized facility. There were no scanning machines or the usual equipment for this service, and the officials had to make do with their mobile phones to scan passports to scan passport data pages. No be small thing wey Super Eagles actually go through for Libya. But the story never actually finished for here. The delegation, which included 22 players and team officials, NFF President Alhaji Ibrahim Musa, Deputy Governor of Edo State, a couple of parliamentarians, a couple of NFF management, a couple of media representatives, a couple of stakeholders, was shown scant respect by the airport authorities, who applied court manners and stern tones. It took over 1 hour for the team's luggage to roll through the carousel, despite the fact that the bags and other items has already been hauled from the aircraft immediately on arrival. No official of the Libyan Football Federation was at the airport to receive the delegation, as is the best practice globally. Airport officials could not answer the simple question on where the buses that would take the delegation members back to Benghazi were. The NFF had booked hotels rooms, but when delegation members, including the NFF comrade Shaibu and Dr. Sanisu, attempted to venture outside the airport to ascertain if there were vehicles waiting for the team, they were stopped in the most uncouth of manners by airport security personnel. This matter really long, no be small. At past midnight, it was learned that there had been word from higher authorities, that is, the Libya is a jurisdiction governed by two different administration, a UN-recognized cabinet in Tripoli, and a self-imposed team over eastern Libya, including places like Benghazi and Labrag, that the Nigerian delegation should be delayed for a minimum of 10 hours at the airport for what they falsely claim was done to their team in Nigeria. All conversations between the NFF General Secretary and the LFF General Secretary on the match in Uyo, both written text and voice note, are still in the NFF General Secretary's phone. The NFF team was shocked because the incident referred to in Nigeria was entirely generated by the Libyans. They informed the NFF that their contingent would be landing in Port Harcourt and not Uyo, only 2 hours to the team's arrival in Nigeria. Despite this, the NFF moved swiftly to get authorities to grant their aircraft movement permit from Port Harcourt to Uyo, but this was jettisoned as the LFF apparently did not cherish the additional fees dispatched by the charter company. They opt to travel by road, refused to use the buses hired by the NFF, and instead hired their own, and disrespect advice not to travel by night. When they stuck to their guns, the NFF provided security. The NFF even provided the team training facility day after the match and secured direct flight permit from Uyo to Benghazi for the delegation. More calls were made, and eventually it was agreed by all parties that the team should go ahead with the match but return to Nigeria to await the decision of CAF, who were briefed in details on the situation with regards to the unplayed match. After spending many more hours waiting for the Al Abraq airport authorities to sell fuel to refuel the chartered value jet aircraft, which was initially proven to be some sort of robotic engineering, the Nigerian delegation departed the Al Abraq airport northward Toga of International by any scale at exactly 15:05, bound for the city of Kano and outward to the Federal Capital Territory. So guys, this is a summary of everything that really happened in Libya, and this is why the Nigerian Super Eagles were crying out that they needed help. At least let them not be stranded there. Let everybody know what was actually happening. So guys, for those of you that were saying that it was Nigeria that first did it to Libya, I hope you have been able to clear your doubt. So guys, I would just like your share thought to the comment section. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you all again in another of my video.
I'm buying up people. I love your style, I love your tempo, simple. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I can say? Hey. Buddy, they want to strand us. They can't strand us. Hey. Kelly, what they say? Teasy, 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 baby. Teasy, 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 baby. Look at money.